As all you know, in my videos for about the past 2 years at this point, instead of me saying the word subscribe, I always put in somebody different.
Subscribe!
And we're gonna be talking about that today and how that originated and how it actually came about. Because in the past, I've had so many people ask me, what even is this? And for you that are new to the channel or don't understand what this whole thing is about, I'm just gonna explain it in today's video to give you guys more of like an insight of why I use it and what its like meaning is, sort of. So on July 4th of 2020, I ended up doing a vlog for that day. It was the July 4th spectacular video or whatever, that's what the title was. And basically throughout the entire day, we had a lot of things to do. I started off with like a bike ride, then I went to my cousin's first birthday party, then we did the fireworks show. So that was all in like one video. So in the video, during the fireworks show, Zach's mom was there, and she wanted to be like a, quote, goofball, in her words, on camera. She wanted to be on camera just for a little bit and, you know, go on the channel, and she was like, let me be a goofball or whatever. So she ended up just saying, here, record me for a minute. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're gonna do, but fine. So I held the camera up to her, and she yelled, subscribe.
Subscribe!
So I was really confused, and I'm like, that's pretty bizarre. You know, I was just very confused. And I think we had to redo it because I think like something, like I didn't get it right or whatever. So she redid it, I believe, and then I kept it. We had that in the video. And I wanted to put that in somewhere, but it didn't make sense because what I used to do is I used to put everything in chronological order, which is what it should be in, like, obviously, but I used to put every single clip that I took in chronological order with like a few cuts, and that was it. Like, I'm telling you every single clip. So even if it's a clip that I messed up on, it was in there. So I kind of changed that up recently, and yes, everything is still in chronological order, but if I mess something up with the video, I'll take that part out and I'll just keep the video going. So pretty much what happened was, I was debating on where to put this, because I'm like, it doesn't fit where it was filmed. It doesn't fit at all. It doesn't even make sense where it would fit, because I go from like talking about fireworks to subscribe to just like talking about something else. So it was kind of random, and I'm like, I don't know where to put this. So what I ended up doing was, at the end of the video where I said, thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, I said, be sure to like and subscribe, like I actually said those words, and then after I said subscribe, I put her saying subscribe. So I get it's a lot to follow and it's a little confusing on what I just said, but pretty much I said the word subscribe and then I put her saying it and then I cut back to me. So nowadays what I do is, instead of me saying the actual word, I have somebody else say it. And that's become my, quote, channel trademark. It's been, you know, that's why I have subscribe on the back of these t-shirts. This is the CRF first edition merch, second link in the description. Please go check it out. But that's the main reason why I have subscribe on the back of the shirt. It's not to symbolize, yes, that I have a YouTube channel, which obviously it is. And like, you know, people will see that when you're walking around or whatever and be like, oh, this must be a YouTube channel. But it's also because of that. That was the entire purpose of why I put this on the back. It's sort of my channel trademark, and it has become that ever since she did that. So since then, she has not been the only, quote, subscribe person to do it. So we have had Noah do it a few times. One of them he did at the lake, and he doesn't actually like the one we did there, so I ended up taking those out of the videos. But we also did one where I have a little upstairs deck on my house, and I have a basketball hoop in the driveway, so it's like right by the driveway. So he shot the ball off of the like the top deck, and he shot it into the net, and that only took him 2 tries to do. He did it on his second try.
Subscribe!
And that's the clip that I put a lot today, where he shoots the ball and then it goes in and he yells subscribe. That's the clip I'm talking about. It took him, that was his second try. The first try was really close. A lot of people have like done it for me in the past. So I've had my grandpa do it.
Subscribe!
I've had my grandma do it.
Subscribe!
I've had my neighbor actually do it. I lost the file for that, so I might have to ask him to redo it. I've had some of my other friends do it. I've had Dylan do it.
Subscribe! Subscribe!
I've had Gavin do it.
Subscribe!
I've had Gavin's little sister, who you see all the time nowadays. She's like the little girl yelling subscribe. She watches all my videos, so I figured I'd give her a chance to do it.
Subscribe!
other than that, that is pretty much how everything originated. So I get that people are confused about it, people are kind of lost about it, people don't really understand what it's about, and people don't really understand, you know, what the whole thing is and why I even have it, and they think it's just somebody like, oh, what is this? This is super random. But yeah, so every time I say subscribe, I cut myself out and I put that person in or whatever over it. It's kind of like to dub it out or whatever, or it's just, again, my channel trademark in a way. So I'm probably gonna have other people do it in the future. I'm trying to get, you know, some more people to do it, but I probably personally will never do it because it doesn't make sense, and it's just a fun little thing, you know, like that, you know, YouTubers do. So like, for example, Mr. Beast used to have all of his explosions, and he still does. That's sort of his trademark thing. So my trademark is kind of the subscribe thing, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool, and thank you to Zach's mom for starting it all. I would have never had this idea. She just literally started it. And Noah, I forgot to mention, Noah was actually the person to come up with the idea for me to put it in instead of me saying subscribe, to put the person in. I didn't like the idea at first, but thank you, Noah, for convincing me to do that. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and
Subscribe!
for more amazing content. See what I did there? I know, I'm so funny. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Bye.
Subscribe!